Now I'd like to talk about something that's extremely important that most people don't understand is the necessity of keeping your conversations with your family and people through any kind of electronic means as concealed as possible. And it's important to no longer speak to your family as if the line is private, because it's just not. If you speak to your family in distress, and those channels are being monitored based on your family's response to your stress signal, is like, I need help. If your family is like, we're done with you, and you put it on the phone and you get real emotional and you get upset, and somebody's monitoring the line or somebody's listening and catching all those correspondences and text messages, they're going to exploit those weaknesses, and they're going to use them to isolate you. They're going to use them they're going to use that information to make money on you in some capacity, to enrich somebody, to insert you into some kind of system. They're going to see that you're defenseless, that you have no access to capital, you have no access to currency, you have no access to money, and you're going to be kind of just open for society to basically move in on you in some capacity. So when things are happening to you and you're having problems and stuff like that, and if your family's response is predictable, and that type of stuff, and you're not going to help you, or they're not going to, and your family's only going to help you so much, because if you keep going, so say if you're in a situation like I am where you can't really you can't find employment, well, you're either left to go get on welfare, you can insert yourself in the medical system indefinitely. You can just sit in that system and just live in the medical system, and I'm sure somebody's making money, a lot of money in that regard, especially if you have a mental health issue, or you say you do. There's tons of people that get into that system, they get on that medication, they're billing $2,000 a month for that medication, and then once you're on that medication, you've admitted XYZ, there's societal justification to keep you in that system. There's monetary justification for people to keep you in that system. You're seen as and treated as some kind of danger, or it's a necessity, and that all that psychiatric medication is garbage. It's poison. It's castration. It's depression in a bottle. It's terrible for everything: your hormones, your fat, your lipids, your cholesterol, your body composition, your self-esteem, everything. It makes you celibate, gives you breasts, diminishes your testosterone. They say it's there to, the medication is there to, I don't know what the medication is designed to do, because I mean, if it's designed to keep people from reproducing, it could be. I have no idea. Because if you take that medicine, you can no longer get an erection. Your interest in women basically disappears. Your interest in sex disappears. Your interest basically in any kind of participation in much just kind of goes away. Your ambition goes away. Lethargy sets in. Your complacency sets in. You become very pliable. You become kind of just dead. You're just dead. You're just walking around, no emotions, no nothing. It's like people have you get this idea in your head that you don't have the right to be angry, or you don't have a right to have any kind of feelings. You don't have a right to have an opinion about things. And people are like, well, they force you on the medication. It's like almost like, well, you don't even have a right to defend yourself against a violent person. You don't have a right to get angry at someone who steals from you. You don't have a right to any of that anymore. And I will live, you know, if I can't find a job, every single email avenue I have, every single electronic means I have is sabotaged. Everything, I have some prick come up behind me at every single job application I fill out and signal the person not to hire me, and I can't get the job. I can't find employment. I'm not going to reinsert myself into the medical system. You know, if the person needs the $2,000 a month or whatever it is for pills that they're making on, you know, I'll keep filling the prescription. I'm not going to take the pills, but I'll keep filling the script, so they can get their beak wet or whatever they need, basically to leave me alone. Because that's when you get left alone. Is there was years where not years, probably 8, 10, 12 months where I just never took the pills. I filled the script. I got left alone. Then I kind of notified my wife, well, I'm not taking the pills, and then she everything kind of falls down from there. But I'm here in good state of mind, and I'm not gonna hurt anybody. I never would have, and I'm ready to fight for my life, and I have a right to. I have a right to fight for my life. I have a right to keep my life. I have a right to work. I have a right to make money. I have a right to feed myself. I have a right to keep my hands. I have a right to keep my fingers. I have a right to reproduce. I have a right to have sex. I have those rights.